Are you a big Rick and Morty fan?
You know, I really enjoyed accounting, but I haven't started watching the show. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen a lot of their skits, like the Georgia judge one that they did.
Yeah, actually, I've seen that one too.
I had never watched it. I just kind of decided to start watching it, but I haven't yet.
Hey guys, I'm Crypto Spook.
And I'm Moriarty. I've seen a couple of episodes. I like it.
Now, I don't have cable, so it's literally not even an option for me to really watch this, but maybe it's on YouTube or something and I could watch it. The more I see of this, the more I feel like I would actually really like this show, just based off of the gameplay.
Their humor is so adult.
It's very adult.
It's great. I really enjoy what I see of it so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of cussing in this game, and just a lot of not precisely obscene things, but they're definitely adult. I'll just say that.
So this appears to be like Job Simulator, only more open and you can move around more.
Most of the game takes place within the garage, but then there's also a portal system that allows you to step through into another world. However, there's no locomotion other than being able to teleport between 3 different positions within the garage. So once you use that, you're able to move around, but only within your VR play space. So if you got a 2 meter by 2 meter play space, that's the amount of space you have to move. Because otherwise it's just teleport within special places that Rick has built.
That seems okay, though.
It is. I didn't particularly like it, but I was totally okay with it because of the amount of stuff that there was to do in this game. And it's a huge amount. There's a lot of little mini puzzle games that I had a good time with.
But you had fun.
I had fun. I had a blast. I kind of want to go back and, play it to its completion,
That looks pretty stressful.
That was stressful. That's how you charge a battery.
And how many batteries do you need?
I just needed the one, but I've done it successfully, I think 2 times.
Wow, that's funny.
So there's probably 5 or 6 or 7. It kind of looks like there's 9. I think there's 9 different puzzles within the game.
Okay.
And I had a really good time. Like, I want to go play it again. It feels exactly like Job Simulator, and I know I've said that before. The little blue guys, and everything you do, they mimic back. So you can, use them to hand yourself stuff within the game, which is a really interesting concept I've never seen.
It's a cool idea. I did see you handing yourself stuff in the very first puzzle.
I've never seen that. So apparently you're a clone, and you can, make this clone which Rick has made, and that allows you to somewhat move between the spaces, I guess. Not very intuitive or easy to use, though.
Still, it's a cool idea.
On top of that, this game looks absolutely phenomenal. It's beautiful. The colors are perfect. The art style is excellent. The music, when it was there, was kind of interesting. And there's a heck of a lot of collectibles everywhere. There's different tapes you can pick up. There's different little jokes everywhere. When you interact with certain objects, they'll pop up and have a little quip to throw at you. It was just a really fun time.
I feel like this is the type of game that fans of the show will get all of the nods that they're looking for.
You are 100% correct on that.
But it's also designed for people who are not fans of the show to enjoy the humor, even if they don't necessarily get everything.
That's correct. I think I'm supposed to say wubba lub dub dub at this point. I hope I mispronounced that.
I don't understand what you're saying, but...
Wubba lubba dub dub. I think that's it. Wubba lub lub dub.
I'm concerned you're having a stroke.
I'm sure we're going to get 10,000 comments of wubba lubba lubba lub.
10,000 wubba lubbas?
Something like that,
No.
People are very into this show, man. I'm telling you, my brother likes this game. I know a bunch of people that I had no idea would like cartoons or anything like that are all about this show.
It got us to enjoy it.
I guess that's true. But like I said, everything about this game was just really well polished and put together.
It looks really, really cool to me. I want to play it, and I'm really upset that my Vive is out of commission for the next couple of days. Because my Vive went out as soon as this game showed up in our email.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's so disappointing. There's so many cool games that I want to try. This one just looks awesome, man. I really enjoyed accounting, which people called, and even we called, Rick and Morty in VR. And it was the same sort of humor, it was the same voice actor, same writer, so there was definitely that there. It just didn't have the familiar characters and storylines and plot arcs that everybody was used to. I still feel like if this meets that, I'll be very, very impressed. How do you feel it stacked up to accounting?
It didn't give me the exact same vibe Vibe. It didn't give me the exact same vibe as accounting, but it was close. There weren't quite as many abstract things. There was more inside humor and less just weird stuff to play around with, like the xylophone orgasm monster. Mm-hmm. But this one felt more polished. I think that was their workup game, and then they did a great job with this one.
Totally different companies.
Oh, really?
Totally different companies. Justin Roiland's company, Squanch Tendo, and a company called Crows, the company that also made Dr. Langeskov, is the one that made accounting.
Oh, wow, that was the same people? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I like those guys. I hope they make more stuff. So overall, I would say that this game is one of the most polished VR games I've played yet.
Really?
It is. It is absolutely very much so polished. That's not to say that there weren't any little hiccups or glitches. There was some issues with a little bit of hiccups and hesitation, but that could just be because, it's designed for next-gen hardware.
All right, so here's the real question for you then. You're feeling generous. You just went out and you played your playthrough of I Expect You to Die. Rick and Morty Virtual Rick-ality costs $29.99. It costs the same amount as I Expect You to Die.
What's the question?
The question is it worth it to spend $30 on Rick and Morty Virtual Rick-ality?
Is it worth $30?
Now keep in mind, you said I Expect You to Die was worth $30.
I said it was worth $25.
That's the same damn thing, and you know it.
I don't know that. I've paid $60 for games that I've never played, like Bulletstorm. I probably played 10 minutes of that, and I paid the full $60, so I'm not going to quibble about the price. How about that?
So you'd say it's worth $30. I think $30 is fair if this has several hours of gameplay, considering especially that you're saying it's one of the most polished experiences you've ever had.
I would say that this is worth it.
That's certainly one of the better recommendations that I've heard from you. This game looks fantastic. I am so depressed that my Vive is out of commission, and as soon as I get it fixed, you can bet that I'm going to jump in and play it. As far as I can tell, this game's about 3 hours of total gameplay. So take that into account. You're paying $10 an hour, but you're going to play it multiple times if you're a fan of it. If you're a fan of the show, there's no question here. This is it. This is the game that you're looking for. If you're a fan of accounting, it sure seems like this is a different but more polished experience that you will continue to enjoy. There's a reason why this game has won Best VR Game from several different people so far.
Wow. I mean, when you put it that way, that makes it $10 an hour. That's not so bad.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that Adult Swim is continuing to blow my mind.
Just keeps throwing out the hits.
They have put out so many good games in the past, 6 months?
Well, I mean, you get the right group of people together, I guess.
It's funny to me that of all the indie game companies in the past couple of years now, Adult Swim is the one that's putting out all the really cool indie games.
I guess they got that network money, yo.
I'm super excited. Looking forward to Toe Jam and Earl. Do you remember Toe Jam and Earl?
That sounds familiar, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
It came out a long time ago. Adult Swim's bringing it back.
Well, all right.
Oh, I'm excited. That game was so cool. It had the best music in the world.
Well, that's a pretty glowing review there.
Dude, just go play Toe Jam and Earl and tell me that you're not, grooving along to that funky beat. So there you go, guys. That's Rick and Morty VR Virtual Rick-ality. Let us know below what you think. Is this a game that you want to check out? Is it something that you're excited about? Is this the reason you bought your Vive yesterday?
You think people would buy it just for this?
I'm sure there's a super fan out there who absolutely bought a Vive for this game.
That's crazy.
If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what you think below. Leave us a like. We don't ask for likes very often, but it sure would be nice to know that you like us. Ha. And as always,
we'll see you on the next one.